This is 11th episode of the 100 podcast. I got Angelo and fucking Carlos here. They're friends of only like a couple months now, but I don't know. You guys are like my homies. You're the ones I talk to like every day, and it's about fucking stocks and shit. But yeah, I don't know where to start. We basically got into it with stocks and what you guys are doing during the day. Going into that, is that what you guys want to do in the future? Is that what you want to? Is that your career choice?
That is my career choice. That's for me.
Yeah.
For me, it's more if it works out or not. Like if I only put a certain amount of money in there, and if I end up losing it all, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. If I make it, then I make it, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm going to school to be a police officer, criminal justice. So. Have you been going to college already? Yeah. I've been in college for 3 semesters now. I got 1 more to go. And then I'm transferring over to CSUSB to finish off.
Legit. Yeah. So that'll be bachelor's?
Bachelor's in criminal justice. So after 2 years, I can be a detective.
That's legit, bro. What'd you guys? Well, I know you guys were in the military. What'd you do in the military?
I was a supply dog, nothing fancy, but we got to travel the world. This was fun.
Yeah.
We were in the same unit. This fool did some other shit though. This fool did some cool shit.
What'd you do?
Radio operator.
You're what?
Radio operator. It's as cool as it gets, bro.
Yeah. Totally, bro.
You get to play with other equipment. Get to diversify basically.
Yeah.
Get a little taste of every little thing. Heavy grunts, avionics. What is it?
Avionics.
Avionics. I couldn't say the word.
Yeah.
AVs.
How long were you guys both in?
4 years. Best 4 years of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's totally worth it. Totally. You do it again.
No, dude, in a heartbeat.
The suckiest moments become the best moments of your life.
Once you leave them. In the moment, they ain't shit. Yeah. Once you leave them, dog. I miss the people. It's some shit you go through together that you can never replace. You know.
Yeah.
If any of them ever hit me up and like, hey, I need a favor or something, I'd be there in a heartbeat, dog.
Yeah. It's a different type of like loyalty and family.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you don't see it around nowadays. Like, there's not even really loyalty nowadays. A lot of people are selfish as fuck. So
you can't trust nobody no more, dog. But in the Marine Corps, dog, you all going through some shit together.
Yeah.
It's that kind of shit that shows you who people really are.
Yeah. And you don't really have a choice. You're kind of in there, so you better be in there together.
It's rare to not make friends.
Yeah.
If you're not making friends, there's probably something wrong with you.
You're probably the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Definitely.
But yeah, like best 4 years of my life.
What caused you guys both to get out? Or whoever wants to go first, what caused you to get out?
I got out because that wasn't what I wanted to do anymore. The military was taking a different path than where I needed it to go. Everything was becoming more sensitive, and that just wasn't what I grew up on. What I grew up on was getting yelled at, getting beat up, fucking shit like that.
Yeah, being like men and shit.
You can't do that shit no more. You try to do some shit like that, you lose rank like that. And then the higher you go, the more political it gets. I reached the rank of sergeant, and then every little thing was like, I almost got NJP'd for going out to drinking on a fucking Tuesday night. Like, I almost lost my rank because we went out drinking on Tuesday night. Yeah. We took care of everything. We had a DD. We had everything planned out. But they were like, y'all can't be drinking on Tuesday night. Because one of us ended up in the hospital. Big fucking deal. But we handled it and everything. We fucking took care of ourselves like grown men. And they didn't want to treat us like that. And that just wasn't it. And originally, I did it for the school anyways. So, here I am. The free school, get paid to go. Good deal.
And gets you into the career you want to be. Mm-hmm. So, what about you, bro?
Wife told me to get out. I was like, all right.
Why told me to get out? All right. I feel you, dude.
Happy wife, happy life.
All right, so back to stocks. How long have you guys been messing with stocks?
Well, since
I started in September 20-something. Not even a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even a year you've been in stocks? What about you?
When did I start? January?
Yeah, around January.
Around January, this fool started hitting me up at school, and he was like, hey, dog, you should get in the stock market and this and that. And I always thought about it. I had invested in cryptocurrency a little while ago. I just had my money tossed in there, but I didn't know shit about what I was doing. And this was like, oh, watch these people, watch this, watch that. And I was like, alright, I can get into this. started getting into it, started making some money, started making some fucking quick buck, and I was like, yo, I can see myself doing this shit, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what I started. I've been doing it since January, so like, what, 5 months now?
That's crazy. I thought you guys were way, like, I thought you were, like, some professional.
I
Because the way you know, like, the way you know about it is kind of
Honestly,
crazy.
I was when I first started, all I knew is that you gotta choose the companies that are making money, basically.
Yeah.
So my knowledge was based off of that, but I didn't go into depth till like I got with him. I think you're the one that showed me about Ricky Gutierrez. It's just a YouTuber guy that we follow, and from him we kind of saw what program he was using. He was telling us that it was free, and then we downloaded it and we just started messing with it, and from there we just learned.
It started kind of like working for you a little bit.
We both like. I introduced it to him, and then he's like, "Hey, yo, check this guy out." And I was like, "Okay, I will do that." And I was like, "Oh, well, that's pretty cool." He's like, "Dude, I downloaded it." And I'm just like, "Okay, I'll download it too." And I was like, "Bro, this is what I was looking for."
Oh, shit.
He's like, "For real?" It's like, "Yeah, I you know how to find things out and stuff." I was like, "Oh, cool." And like, we grew together on it, and like what I knew, like what I know, he learned it on the same day. Like it was crazy.
You guys are just back and forth.
Yeah, exactly. We're just...
That's kind of how we are now, dude. It's kind of crazy. I'm like, damn, you guys are just on the text and like it's cool. Like not too many people are just trying to help everybody out. Like,
yeah, and there isn't. Actually, there's people that that charge people to get this type of knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's cool if you want to run things that way. I mean, my goal is not to make money off people. I want to help out people. I want to, invest, take a gamble. Like, yeah, but the market it's like what people do. They invest, they make money that way.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to show, my class, my middle class, my people, basically.
Like how to maybe step up a little
step
bit.
up in the game,
Yeah.
Especially in my generation, there's a lot of people that don't mess with stuff like this and that they don't know, and sometimes they're just scared,
Especially not our age. I think you're around my age. So
but a lot of people don't like to mess with it, Some people get scared and they don't really know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was messing with it and I had no idea what I was doing, and I was just losing money, and I was like, well, fuck this shit, bro. Fuck that. And then when I finally started talking to you guys about it, I started learning a little bit, and then that mistake turned into an fucking day. So.
It's like, well, look, I'm about to bleed. Nope, making 100%.
Yeah, exactly. But who else would you have people, if they're trying to get into investing, beginners, who would you have them check out, like on YouTube or what websites, what should they do if they want to get into it? Because I know you guys are still kind of beginning, but you guys are fucking, just for beginning, you guys are figuring it out quickly.
Yeah, well, it's just, a lot of, hands down, it comes down to the passion and, discipline, you put in the effort to figure it out, basically.
Yeah.
For me, it's a passion just because it's what I'm trying to do, so I'm always consistently trying to see what's new, what's going on. Right now, I'm in that phase where I'm just I don't want to learn anymore right now. I know there's way more to learn. There's a lot of analysis that you can do, a lot of types of things that they have, that they offer. And I'm just you know what?
You've kind of flooded your brain already.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take what I have right now and make it work. Once I, build that consistency, I'll start digging more into it. But right now, I'm just I'm okay with what I have. I'm trying to make it work.
I know you always hear us talk about the PET rule, right? The $25,000 thing, bro.
Yeah.
That's one of our biggest setbacks. Everyone thinks that you need a lot of money to invest in the stock market. No, but to make fast money, you do need a lot of money. That's the difference.
Yeah, that's
the 25,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Say to people that don't know, what is the PDT rule?
I don't know what it stands for, but
protection. PDT, protection day trading or something like that.
Protective day trading, something like that.
Something like that.
It basically just stops you from trading the same stock 3 times in a day. From the same day that you buy it. Any 3 stock, you just can't trade it more than 3 times. And it's such a stupid rule because they're saying that the more money you have, the more chance you have to gamble than whatever you want to gamble with. To me, it's a stupid rule, but that's how it works.
Because then you could just lose a shitload of money if you just...
Yeah, exactly. At 25K, 30K, whatever you put in, and they're just go ahead and throw it all away. Who cares?
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Stupid, but so the thing is, there is so many opportunities throughout the day where you can just hop in, get 1%, pull out, and it doesn't even have to be a lot of money though. You throw in $1,000, catch 1%, you made $10 right then and there within a second. And you can catch these reversal plays happening in seconds, dog. But the problem is if you're only catching 1 or 2% and you have you're limited to 3 day trades. You're only catching. Yeah, you're not doing nothing for your fucking statement.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's.
So that's
you need that 25,000 for
and
sure.
even with that 25,000, dog, if I had let's say I had $26,000, right? I would only play with that $1,000 throughout the day. I would just throw the 1,000 in somewhere, catch 1%, $10. I do that, make $100 within. I'd say, realistically, 2 hours I can make $100 like that. That's $50 an hour, dog. I can do that consistently throughout the day, and that's being like. That's on the low side. Like, there's plenty of things throughout the day where it's just like, hey, this just got news. It's about to go up 5%, but then it's going to drop. All right, going for your 2, going for your 3, going for whatever you can catch. And that thing just compounds. It doesn't just stop there. You know, at $1,000, you throw in that $1,000, you make $1,010. $1,010, you throw in $1,010, you make $1,015, blah, 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 so on and so forth. You know, it keeps compounding, but if you don't have that, if you're set to only 3 a week, it's going to be such a slow and monotonous grind.
So if you guys both got to that rule, would that be your guys' full-time job?
100%. I would drop out of school, drop out of work, and just...
I would have dropped out of school just because it's free money and I'm getting...
I would drop out of
school.
school.
So speaking on that rule, how close have either of you been to that rule? I know one guy here might have been.
Damn, you throwing shots right now.
I'm just saying, hey, everybody's got to learn here. So, like, you learned.
Yeah. The thing is, he didn't know.
I didn't know. When I started September, and I was just making money, and then I think around December, November time frame, I didn't know what a penny stock was until I started messing with it.
Oh, got you.
3 faults, and then my friend, I ain't gonna mention his name. You know, he advised me. He's like, all right, cool. Tell me that this company got money. You know, I'm like, all right, bet. You know the whole story. I didn't even say. Yeah. But I was there.
Yeah, you were there.
I was there.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
You ever heard of Icarus, the one that flew too close to the sun?
That was him.
Just fucking burned down.
That was me, dude.
Yeah.
Too close to fire, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
He was there, dog. If he had known what he knows now, I don't know where he'd be.
Oh my god.
You're gonna be working at Bighorn, bro.
I wouldn't be.
He wouldn't. I don't think he'd be in Coachella, dog.
You'd be doing.
I've been living live, dude.
Yeah.
But you know.
Because of all the opportunities that have happened, that if you would have just had that 25K, knowing what you know now, there's been so many opportunities that you catch like midway through, and they're not done running. Like
exactly.
Like there was BPTH for me. That was what made me my first 2 Gs. If
he started up within his first week. He made like 200%. I was like.
That was the very first time.
You're like, what the fuck?
I was like,
he was mad because I told him.
I
saw it at $6. I hopped in at $6. It went to 12. I sold, and I was like, it's done. It's over with. You know. That's what this fool told me. He's like, once they go up like that, they'll come back down. The next day, that bitch was at 22, and I was like, fuck, dog, I don't want to miss it. I was like, I'm gonna hop back in. And this was like, don't do it. It's too high. Like, we were just starting to learn these trades too. And this fool Ricky was like, nah, when you see a stock overextend like this, don't do it. Follow the rules. Like, this shit doesn't work out like that.
Yeah.
This bitch was at fucking $70 the very next day. But I pulled out at 40 though.
Really?
He called me. He was blowing my shit up. He's like, hey, are you still in it? Like, pull out. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I wake up, dog, my shit's blowing up. It's like 8:30. At this point, I didn't really care about investing or anything. I was like, I threw my money into something. I was like, whatever happens, happens. Cause like I said, I didn't care what happened to it, but
damn.
I woke up, that shit was at $46, and I see it crashing hard, and I'm like, sell. So I sold, and then 15 minutes later, I'm cooking breakfast, and I'm like, let me see what happened. It's at $76. I'm like, this. I was like, Carlos woke me up 15 minutes too early, dog.
Thanks, bro.
I would have been. I would have been at $10,000 if I had sold at $70.
And how much did you put into it?
$2K. If I had sold at $76,
dude, that's
fine.
crazy.
That's all I started with. I was like, I'm gonna put 2K, and I was like, that's what I was willing to lose, you know. I was like, if I lose this 2K, it's not a big deal.
And when it comes to taxes, how much you guys gotta pay on taxes for it?
It's about,
whatever you make.
It's on the capital that you make, and it's about 30%.
30%.
As a day trader.
As a day trader. So,
okay.
so say on your first. So what counts for you as an investor is if you invest in a company for 6 months. So you find a company that you feel safe for investing for 6 months. So say, you know, for the first 5 months, you're doing day trading, you build that capital. you find that company that you think it's willing to invest on it, and you know you're not gonna lose money and probably perhaps even make profit. You put it in there, you hold it for 6 months, and the tax rate goes down.
For that specific stock only, though, the rest of the ones you traded are still taxed at 30%.
So what happens if you? So even if you trade and you trade at a loss, you still get taxed 30%?
No,
No,
not at the
no,
loss.
no.
So it's all on, like he said, the capital you make.
Oh,
So
you're right.
let's say throughout the year you lost $1,000. Let's say you somehow throughout the time frame you made 30 G's, right?
Yeah.
You lost 31 G's or fucking whatever you lost. You're still at a loss throughout the whole year. You don't pay any taxes because you didn't make any money.
You just
That you came out at a loss.
Damn. You don't really want to do that though. Obviously.
No, obviously. I mean, if you're
That's
fucking
not the
making,
whole goal.
yeah, if you're making it to lose it, there's really no
That
point.
sucks, yeah.
Nah, there's a.
But there's ups and downs. Though. There's shit that you think is a sure thing, and then
What do you got? What stocks would you guys say are good long term stocks at the moment?
biopharmaceuticals, Tesla, Apple.
Tesla, you think is a good long term stock?
Absolutely. Tesla's always gonna come back, no matter how far down
They
it
just
falls.
get a lot of hate, huh? They just get a lot of
Elon Musk does. I don't want to say he doesn't give a fuck, but he does not give a fuck. Elon Musk created fucking PayPal, and he, at the age of what, like 16, 17, and said, "Fuck it, someone else take it because I don't want to take responsibility for it."
Yeah.
Sold it for fucking.
I didn't know that. He
made
he's the
PayPal.
one that did it?
Yeah,
Whoa.
he made PayPal when he was young, and he was like, "Hey, fuck this, let me sell it. I don't want to take care of it." Sold it. Then he fucking started up Tesla. And ever since then, Tesla's leaving the innovation and like fucking cars that drive themselves, shit like
Those
that.
cars are badass too.
Mhm. They're coming out with like a Tesla SUV. Like he has so many plans for the future. Elon Musk is the fucking Bill Gates of our generation.
Yeah,
And so no matter what people say about Tesla, yeah, the stock can be ran to the ground, dude. It could go back down to $1. That bitch is always gonna come right back up to 200, where it always sits at. Like right now, what's it at? Like I want to say 160. If you
190.
190, shit. So it was at 160 like last week.
It hit 160.
And it's already back up?
Yeah.
That shit,
Damn,
Tesla
that's crazy.
doesn't like staying down. It just depends on how much you're willing to risk that ride down. If, like I said, like I like throwing my money in this shit, but I don't want to hold things for longer than fucking a couple days.
We're not investors yet.
We ain't got that kind of capital,
Yeah,
dog.
once we build that capital, it's like, okay, you know.
Yeah, if I had like
we don't
100,
need to, like,
I
risk
can hold that in there.
yeah,
for
like if I had
a
100K
bit,
to play with, and it's like Tesla just hit 160, and I'm like, shit, I could throw 30 grand in here and just wait a couple months, you know, whenever it comes back up to 200, I already just made a
sell
fucking.
out or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you make 15 grand just from throwing fucking capital in there, you know, and you don't need all that money to play with for day trading. Honestly, even if I break the PDT rule, and let's say I'm doing great in my fucking job, I'd probably still only play around like $10,000 day trading.
That's what I was thinking too. If I ever even get near that, that's what I would do too. Just stick to like not even like that. I'd stick to even less than that, just so I'm never even risking that much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like always staying positive, hopefully.
And there's always there's ups and downs to investing a lot, to buying a lot of stock, because sometimes you can't pull out where you want to pull out.
Yeah.
So there's always that. Like let's say you buy 1,000 shares of stock,
down 10% or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than
oh
if you're.
yeah,
You only put
10%,
$500 in it or
yeah,
whatever.
10% of 10
Yeah.
grand is fucking
That's
$1,000.
Massacre, dude. You just sit there like, oh wow.
He's watching it. But I mean, if you had the capital to invest 10K, you're just fucking. You'd hope you'd be doing some better shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a whole different level once you have that capital.
Yeah.
So just main stocks to get into are what, pharmaceuticals? Is
I would-
that your guys'
I would say pharmaceuticals 100%, just because they had the highest potential to pop, depending on what the pharmaceutical is. And there's always dates for when the release dates are.
Yeah.
Just positive and negative reviews. It's all a gamble. It's like going to the casino.
I saw that FDA shit. That shit's crazy, man.
It's just like going to a casino, dog, and fucking playing blackjack. You fucking throw your money on the table and hope for the best.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Hey, did you hear any news on that?
I'll probably be posted tomorrow in the morning.
Is that usually good or bad?
That's bad. That's
It's still good. If the news is good, you're good.
If news is good. If there's no news,
If there's no news, people will be like,
I'm out.
So the thing is, like, if you don't get news when the news date's supposed to be released, like, people panic.
People are, oh, fuck that.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
jump,
Vice versa. Same thing when like people are anticipating for the news.
Exactly.
The stock starts moving up by itself.
Which is what it's doing right now.
Yeah. So
People. So he bought at a lower price, and then people started anticipating, hey, they might release something after hours, so people start buying. So he's up right now.
Yeah.
So I'm telling him, I'm telling him to take profits, but at the same time, I mean, it's his money, and he thinks it's gonna be.
How
good
much
news.
you up right now?
Two something, 220.
And it's good money.
That is,
but
it's not. Yeah.
It ain't.
You're hoping on that.
It ain't shit compared to what he would make if the.
Yeah. No, if the news came out for that drug,
He'd be in there.
2K easy. Profit.
Man, that's crazy.
But like the whole thing is, it's just we've seen it happen before though, where a drug doesn't drop news
and it crashes
to the ground.
I lost my soul when that happened.
I lost 3 G's that day.
I almost cried when that happened.
Luckily, I got out of what's that fucking car stock Neo from China.
Neo,
you told me like get out.
It was coming down.
Yeah, so I got out, made my like 5% or whatever. 10%.
Neo is Tesla's only competitor as far as like smart cars go. The only reason it's dropping right now is because of this whole Trump bullshit.
And it got saved by the government, Chinese government. They got some sort of partnership, so I feel like
like Neo, Workhorse, all these stocks that have like some significant.
What's up with Workhorse, bro? That was up to 2 something again. I was looking at it. I was like, this looks interesting. And then it went up to 2 something. I was like, motherfucker.
Today it went up 46%.
Yeah, I was like,
when we were talking about it at work, I looked it up 46%. I was like, dude, you got me so fucked up.
And what did it even for? What?
Nothing.
Not knowing news,
nothing.
Somebody was like, bro, I'm gonna buy something.
yeah.
Buy a million shares.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, it has potential, though. Like the way Trump talks about it, there's just no income for it. But if it has a bunch of people backing it, that's all it needs.
Yeah.
All it needs is a free fucking steady cash flow. And it solidifies his contract, all those jobs it makes. This is easily like a $40, $50 stock. And that's more than fucking 1,000%.
Yeah,
so
crazy.
People that are holding Workhorse from the $2 to $3, I'd hope they're like holding for a long term. I'd hope they're not like us that want to get rich quick. I hope they're holding for long term because eventually, if it ends up working out, because I mean, sure Trump is a piece of shit, dude, but like he's a businessman. Through and through. He's a businessman.
Yeah, definitely.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, so you're not gonna see him talk about some piece of shit company that doesn't work. You know?
What's the point of that?
Exactly. He's not gonna
do his rep at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if it's like, oh, he called out this piece of shit pump and dump. Okay. Well, eventually that pump and dump might become something, especially with the support of people backing it. I keep Workhorse on my fucking watch list just because I see that shit falling every day, and I'm always like, I can hop in. It's been doing a consistent float too. Goes down to like $1. I think its lowest is like $1.06, and it goes back up to like $1.30, $1.80, $1.90, $2 today, as we see. And it takes a little while, but that percentage is fucking massive. You're not catching anything else throughout the weeks.
I don't know what's up with that fucking stock.
It refuses to die.
Yeah.
That shit refuses to die, that's for sure. But people that are holding from the fours,
I feel bad for those guys.
Speaking of get rich quick, what are some tips for people that are gonna try to get into day trading? Like, cause I know it's fucking sketchy.
Expect to lose.
Yeah,
that's like the first one, right?
Expect to lose whatever you're gonna put in, just make sure you can live without that money.
Yeah.
Like I said, at 2 Gs, that's all I'm gonna invest in for the rest of my life. It doesn't matter if I fucking end up making 6 figures, dog. Whatever I make, if I lose everything that I have now, that's it. For me, that was all that I was willing to lose in the stock market. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I enjoy it. Like, I love waking up in the morning. It's such a rush. It's more of a rush that I get than gambling at a casino. Because you wake up, you see this, and you're like, this has potential in your head, and you're like, it's going up, and that fucking raises your endorphins. Like, you're just watching it, and you're just holding it, hoping that it doesn't fall, hoping that it keeps rising, whatever it is, and you just watch it, and your heart just keeps racing. I love that shit. Yeah. To me, that's what makes fucking investing worth it.
What about you? Any other tips?
Don't get greedy.
If someone could have told me that, and I actually stuck with it.
I'm starting to learn that a little bit.
I always tell myself that shit, but as soon as you see something rising, you're just like, it's gonna keep running. It's gonna keep running.
Yeah. And don't buy high. That's like you said, it's gonna keep running. Don't think it's gonna keep running.
You never know what high is, though. That's the problem.
You'll never.
I bought into that robotics. And luckily it jumped back up like close to what I bought in at, and I like barely got out with like I lost like $40, and I was like,
That's
ooh.
better than losing like.
And then it went back down to
$100,
what, $7 or $6, something like
oh,
that.
Yeah, no, it hit 5.
Really? Damn, yeah.
It hit 5 today.
Yeah, so.
So that's the thing with a lot of these stocks that do jump up. They're always gonna come back down. Everything has. They're all like.
It's pretty steady.
Yeah, they'll fly to the moon. If they fly to the moon, then they're gonna come back down once the sun comes up.
Man.
It's just the power for becoming a day trader is catalysts such as news.
Yeah.
News is your power to catch those type of rides.
Where can somebody find the news at? Because I feel like a lot of people don't even like see the news on stocks. Like it doesn't.
There is a lot of people that don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places that you can get the news. There's Finniz, Thinkorswim, Bazinga. They all post like what they think is trending, and again, a lot of them post the news of what's happening, and they'll give you their opinions on it. At the end of the day, if you don't see value in something, my number one tip is if you don't understand what you're looking at, don't trade it.
Yeah.
It's like
makes sense.
Twitter or a Facebook comment. It's like, oh, well, you don't care, whatever. Oh, you care about this one? Okay, you look into it.
Yeah.
Basically.
And then you were talking about you were in cryptocurrency. Did you make any money in it?
So I left. That's my long-term investment. I've only put $1,000 into it, and that's my long-term investment. I invested in what the fuck is that? And like this microchip thing that they can put in food and clothes. It's getting delivered, and it tracks it. I don't remember what it's called, but I tossed $1,000 in there when it was like 20 cents. It's still at 20 cents. That's my long-term investment. I'm hoping someday it becomes like Bitcoin or something.
Yeah.
Oh, it's XRP. That's what it is. It's XRP. That's the cryptocurrency.
What is that? Is that Ripple?
Ripple, yeah. So I invested in it when it was like 20 cents. And I haven't checked on it in so long. I have all my shit on Coinbase. And I have that. I think I have Stellar Lumens as well. But I'm hoping one day that it all fucking shoots up to like fucking Bitcoin price. And that's like $1,000 and it's just like... I know. I don't think
Stellar is. I don't think Stellar, but I think Ripple could definitely go up.
I know it's hopeful. I know it's just, but it's just something
I'm
like.
saying you're sitting on some mad fucking money if that happens.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Bitcoin, that shit was
Bitcoin
low
was
as
fucking
fuck
10 cents at one point, dog. Like it was just like.
People were buying pizzas with a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Bro. Like what the fuck?
People
you
didn't
bought
know.
a $12,000 pizza? Are you fucking retarded, bro? I mean, I can't say that. It's a bad word. It's a bad word nowadays.
You don't know what can happen, dog. That's why I threw that in there. I think cryptocurrency is gonna be a really big thing in our future, especially the way everything's going. One of my favorite shows to watch is Black Mirror because I feel like that's just gonna happen. I don't know if any of you've seen it, but it's more like a feature.
I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I've seen I think the first season. Hey, but have you guys seen the Brave browser at all? It's like basic attention token. It's like a private browser they use or whatever. It's pretty legit. They it's like a cryptocurrency, and the browser you get cryptocurrency for like using it as your internet browser.
Shit.
It gives you like a little like I don't know. It's like a quarter of a basic attention token every time you look at an ad.
That's pretty cool.
And so like it pays the person actually looking at the ad.
Yeah.
You actually get paid for actually wasting your time looking at people's ads.
Currency?
Well, it's at right now. It's like 30 cents a token.
That's
so it's
not
like
bad.
Yeah, and it's like you're doing it. You're on the internet. Most people are just on the internet anyways.
Dude, I see so many ads just from YouTube.
Yeah, and you don't get paid for that shit, you know.
Trade.
You get
all
those,
those, yeah. I get all those now, and all the ads, dude. All the ads, all the people that are in between the videos, you know, like
dude,
the little commercials. They're all stocks and shit now. I'm like, what
shit.
the fuck, dude? Random dudes like, I can get you rich. You don't know how to.
There's so much money in the stock market.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Bitch, you're the 12th guy to tell me this week. Man, that's crazy.
Just buy my book and you'll know everything. Alright, dog.
I think we should wrap it up, bro.
Alright.
So yeah, it's been a good hour. You gotta get back to the wife, right?
Yeah,
you told me.
The lady.
Yeah.
She waiting.
Yeah.
So you gonna be here at midnight? It's like, yeah.
Oh wait, dude, we still got some time, bro. It's 11:25. Let's do it. Oh man. But what do you have to do to get prepared to be a cop? Or what you can't apply right now?
I can't apply right now. The whole reason is, like he said, we get paid to go to school. I might as well do it.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Take advantage of it.
Yeah, if I'm not doing anything else. Plus, you need to be a detective. You need to have at least a bachelor's in criminal justice. So I want to be top of my shit. Like I want to be top of my class. I want to be top of everything. Everything I do, I try to be fucking.
Just get straight into the.
Yeah. So after 2 years, I want to be looked at to be a detective, and then just fucking do what I gotta do, dog.
Do you have any particular agency you want to work for?
I want to work for Coachella PD, just to make a difference out here.
Be legit.
Yeah. It's just a lot of shit you see growing up and shit. I think I can make a difference if I would do. Make it out here.
Actually, be a good cop.
Yeah.
Try to help out people. Yeah. That's kind of why I wanted to be a cop, just to be like cool, man. Just help people out and actually like be community policing a little bit. Actually, real community policing. I think
for me, like my whole thing is a lot of people don't know what's out there, dog. And I know people look down on the military and shit, but I think it was a great opportunity, dog. I think it offered a lot of people a lot of chances that they wouldn't have had otherwise.
Yeah.
I know it offered me a lot of shit. I know I wouldn't be where I am today if someone didn't offer me the opportunity.
And I don't know, but it's gotta make you guys grow up quick, you know? Make you guys like fucking men. Like, right? You don't think so? Maybe.
Well, I went in with that mindset already.
But you don't think it helped you at all? You don't think it like hardened your mindset or made you like maybe when times get tough, like able to tough it out a little more now?
My life used to be tough before I joined the Marine. Marine made it much easier for me. Basically.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
It was harder before I joined. It was pretty tough.
Yeah.
I was working 2 jobs, slaying myself.
So
almost three sometimes.
I could see why that fucking is easier.
Oh yeah, it was super easy. Give me big ass door entry, I'm just like, I'm taking it.
Big old opening. So what are you going to school for?
Business.
And it's just straight stocks, right? That's your plan?
That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe do some accounting here and there, but if I make it here, this is my job.
How close are you right now?
Not close. I had to pull out money for my apartment and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Some stuff got complicated, so I put out. Took out like about 4 G's.
Yeah, no. Well, that's how life goes.
Yeah.
Just work it back up again.
Yeah. Just gotta take it nice and slow. I was eager at first, but now that I was trying to make that fast money before all this happened, I didn't get there. So now I was like, I can take it slow now. So.
Yeah. What'd you have to do? Like drop a down payment or something on your apartment?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! I just had to do that too.
Deposit.
First and last month and shit like that, or what?
Nah, for you it's different because it is a condo, right?
Yeah.
Nah, for me it's an apartment, so it's just a deposit, first rent, and then I bought sofas, TV. I need a laptop because I can't use my mom's computer anymore.
Got the whole setup over there now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's legit, dude.
Yeah, my wife got a new TV, so I was like, you don't mind if I use this one as a monitor? She's like, no. I was like, bet. I'm still working on it. I can't, I haven't played much with it yet. Because I was setting up the graphs first. I set up like 6 graphs. I'm like, taking my time. I was like, damn it. And I forgot some of the steps of how to set them up. So I'm like going back on the videos. So it took up some time. I'm just like, damn it.
What videos did you have to check out to set up the graph?
Just some YouTube videos, just on how some of the analysis that I use. Because the analysis.
Some of the graphs you sent me are crazy, like all the different lines and shit. Like, and you tell me like what they all mean and shit. I'm like, alright, do that. If it passes this number, it's gonna keep running. If it goes down, you're fucked. Basically. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Shit's
so
crazy.
those are just those analyses. Those are just indicators that provide you like. They're not gonna be accurate, but it's something you can make a thesis off, like a theory. Like, this is how I think it's gonna be projected.
A fucking educated guess.
Yes would be the perfect fucking.
Educated guess. Yeah. So essentially, that's all you're doing with all those analysis you have going, and you have about maybe like 10 analysis going on. There's a lot of professionals where they don't even have to use that. They can seek out patterns and just read the ticks. I'm not there yet. Eventually, I'll be able to get there.
Do some people use just the candle?
Yeah.
Graphs?
Yeah, they're called ticks.
Oh, that's what they're called.
Yeah, candlesticks. Yeah, ticks.
Yeah.
Essentially, there's pros that freaking just read the text, and they're like, okay, it's time for me to get out. I can't do that yet. I still need these guidelines to tell me like, this is where you're at right now. This is what's happening. So and so.
Yeah.
I still need those.
Yeah, I need all that. I don't need that. I need you, bro. I need you guys. You guys are the ones that even keep me anywhere near in the positive. But I don't know. Going back to the military, you guys said you got to travel pretty crazy or a lot of places. Where was the farthest you traveled or most interesting place you traveled to?
Interesting?
Yeah, interesting. I guess is probably better.
Like everything was interesting.
Okay, well, fuck it. That was interesting
You don't understand,
moment,
dog.
maybe.
I was 19 years old, dog, in Hong Kong, drinking it up. Singapore, drinking it up.
That's
Malaysia,
crazy.
Dubai.
And you guys were
Hawaii.
together this whole time?
No.
Oh no.
He was on a different place. He went to Bali. He went to other places I didn't get to go to.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make my experience anything less, dog. Like when I was in Singapore, it was the most beautiful thing in the world. Dubai, everyone you looked around, they were perfect tens, dog. There was not a single ugly person. The only ugly person you saw were the people in the military.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's how you knew
see
people
it.
in that were in the Navy or the Marines. If they weren't a 10, they were part of the military. But everything else, there was like an abandoned parking lot with like nothing but super fast sports cars. Everywhere you looked, people were just wealthy. The malls were bigger than Coachella.
Damn.
Just forget all that. Just the environment's quite different. The hospitality is way better internationally. They treat you like a king, man.
Yeah,
They treat you
it's
so
all
well.
respectful.
Yeah,
and
they're
shit.
very respectful versus. Because when we came back over here, we came to stop by Hawaii, dude. Everybody's just sour. You get that sour vibe from everybody. You know, it's like, don't talk to me. I'm doing my own personal business. You know.
Yeah.
It's like I don't care about you.
That's crazy, and it's still like it's Hawaii. It's not even like part of the United States, and it's still like.
It's like in Thailand.
back and
I'm trying to I'm asking them questions, like how's your lifestyle and stuff, but they don't care about them. They want to know about my lifestyle. I'm just like, I'm just an American regular dude,
Yeah, exactly. I'm just a military.
Yeah,
guy.
that's pretty much it. I want to know what you're doing, like how is it out here and stuff. It's pretty.
Any
cool.
crazy foods you guys ate?
I think everything was crazy, dog. Everything. I didn't eat any Americanized shit. There was McDonald's and shit everywhere you went.
The Domino's, the Pizza Hut internationally is different for the meat that they use.
Yeah.
In Sri Lanka, they don't use pork. They use, I forgot what they use. It's different, but
The cheese tastes different too.
yeah, cheese tastes different.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing I had was snake blood.
Snake blood?
Yeah, we had like a little.
Little drink or what?
Little sippy poo. All in Africa.
What was that? A special
ritual?
drink? Damn, dude. Where were you guys at? What tribe?
It was
Cannibals and shit?
no, it was a jungle warfare training.
It's tradition. It's as soon as you go
okay.
through it, it probably won't happen anymore. But there's a lot of traditions in the Marine Corps that are just wild, like the blood striping, the fucking the jumper pin, where they would just fucking pound it into your chest and over and over.
The jumper pin, I haven't heard that one. I know they stab it in you. I didn't know that was the name.
Yeah, do they still stab it in you guys?
Not anymore.
No?
Nah.
nah. Negative. Wink. Nah, yeah.
They're not supposed to. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
If it happens, it happens. But a lot of people do kicked out for shit like that.
That sucks.
A lot of
It's
good
like-
people.
Well, you gotta think about it. We've had incidents where dudes end up in the hospital with a broken goddamn leg or just straight out bleeding. Blankenship was one of those examples.
Mm-hmm.
This dude got like, oh shit.
Just don't say his name. Don't say his name now. Just go.
I dropped it already.
Don't say his
Nobody
first
heard. Nobody heard.
Don't say his first name. Hit it.
You gotta say it now, bro.
This
Come
fool
on.
got stabbed in the chest, and then when he took it out, it was gushing out.
Oh my god. That's pretty savage, bro.
There's stories of people that never recover, like they just lose feeling in their leg and shit like that. But I mean, it was all part of tradition. A lot of them didn't care.
You guys get stabbed?
Yeah.
I did it.
When I picked up sergeant and corporal. It wasn't bad, like where this foot bled out. I left them in. If you leave them in, you don't bleed. It still hurts. Like you still feel it, like as it pops up.
I think it's that.
As it pops up.
Nobody touched me. I said, you put it in, we're gonna see yourselves right in the backyard, boy.
Yeah. I'll let you get one try after that.
Let me see you do it.
Fuck, man. That's crazy.
But yeah,
Military life.
It's fun, man. The brotherhood, it's crazy.
How's basic training? Is it rough?
In the moment, just because you're so deprived of everything, it wasn't super bad though.
It wasn't. What sucked for me was hiking, just because I really had bad legs. But
Did you guys like do like a couple days and no sleep or whatever? How was dude? That's gotta be the worst,
couple
right?
Days. Try fucking what is it? 6 days. But when you first get there, they sleep deprive you for 3 days trying to get all your shit together, and they sleep deprive you for another 3 because they just don't fucking care. You're falling.
You guys start seeing shit, right?
No.
No, you don't.
I don't believe that. I didn't see shit, but I was falling asleep standing up.
I seen shit, but not
like nothing seen like maybe like you feel like you
I saw something.
Yeah.
That happened to me before I got in the Marine Corps. When I was working 2 jobs, I wasn't getting sleep. I saw my wife at my work. I'm just like, yo, what are you doing here? I saw her pass by. And I'm just like. I was like, okay, I'm tripping balls.
That happened to me when I used to work. I used to work 2 jobs, and it was like graveyard, and then I went to school, and it was like.
Yeah, I was doing that.
Yeah.
It sucked. And I was like, nah, I can't do that shit again.
Yeah.
I'm not going back to that. Freaking, I'm falling asleep sweeping, dude. I wake up, I was like, oh fuck, I'm over here.
Oh my.
Dang, that's wild. I made this far.
So
Standing, bro.
that seems like that seems like the toughest part. The no sleep.
Honestly, they keep you pretty active. Like,
so you're like okay,
just,
like
just yelling at you, man.
For me,
you hyped up still. You got all the adrenaline
for
going.
me, it was a lack of food, dog. I had
the food was killing me. You starved.
Yeah.
I went in at 140, dog. I
Stomach's
was already.
eating itself.
They don't starve you, but the portion, like the
They
portion,
might as well fucking starve you.
Yeah.
the portion you get is it's a huge dramatic change from
You're
what
eating
you
like
used
your
to
kids'
eating.
portion and shit.
It's not even
It's
that,
just
dog.
nice.
Sometimes you don't get enough time to finish whatever you have on your plate. So let's say you get like a fucking piece of chicken, dog. You're maybe like 1/3 of the way through the chicken, and like get the fuck up, get out.
And there's always somebody's gonna fuck it up for you.
Yeah.
Always. There was never failed. Never fucking failed.
There's some dude that's gonna mess it up for you, and you're just like, dude, I was just about to eat. Especially if you're the last guy on the line. Like, you're about to sit down, and there's some moron just fucked it up for everybody because he decided to do something stupid. Alright, everybody get the fuck up. You're just like, damn. You just try to put whatever you can without even getting caught, because if you get caught after they told you to put it down, you just...
More shit.
Yeah, you just get, disciplinary action coming in.
I think my worst thing was some dude stole peanut butter from where we eat, and they would have us go in, sit down, and get all our food, and they wouldn't let us eat. And as soon as the last person sat down, they told us to get up and throw all our food away. That shit happened for an entire week. I had
just
no.
Say, all right, fuck you guys, get that away.
Hey, get the fuck up and get outside. People were like sneaking bites as we would leave. And I was like, fuck, dog. I was like, the tiniest crumb would make me happy, and I would just be looking at everything. I left at 118 from 140, dog.
Damn, really? And how long is it?
That was 3 months, yeah. But it's just 3 months of nonstop exercise, dog.
22 pounds.
Yeah.
Damn.
Something but
it wasn't healthy, dog.
It wasn't healthy.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a healthy weight loss. It was a fucking. I lost everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went in there big, like almost 200. Came on like 170. I was like, yeah. Like I was big,
flexing
dude.
in the mirror and shit. I feel good.
I went in big, dude. And like, you about to drop some weight, boy. I was like, damn it. I got spotted right away. When you get the spotlight on you, man, it's over every day.
Yeah,
dude.
Because they already know you. They're like, you're just first guy they go to.
Bro, I go to sleep. He's like, did I tell you to go to sleep? No, sir. Oh, so you're not tired? No, sir. Tired. Go on firewatch.
I'm tired.
It's like, oh, fuck.
It's your lucky day, boy.
It's your lucky day.
Someone taking your watch tonight.
And like this shit's like all these fucked up moments, like the best moments.
Yeah. That's the worst part, though. Best moments.
Yeah, dude, you just you get with a group of friends and you talk about the past, what you've gone through. It's just like, especially like if you know what you guys are talking about, it's just like you just crack up.
Yeah, because you went through it. You're already done with it, so
you're just like
look at it and fucking laugh. Damn.
Shit's wild, man. I had
Good times.
Yeah, I had a good.
So would you suggest the military for people that kind of like?
I do, honestly.
Yeah,
I do. If they're like, they want to make a change, they think that perhaps, school's not for them. Give military a chance.
I don't suggest the Marine Corps. That's for sure. If you're smart enough to go anywhere else,
if
you're stupid, go to the Marine Corps.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because they keep it simple, stupid. There's no guesswork in it. Someone's gonna tell you where to be, what to do, 24/7. You're treated like a child. If that's what you want to be treated like, that's fine. Like, it's easy. You're never gonna fuck something up, and even if you do fuck something up, it's not gonna be your fault.
So you can put the finger in somebody all the time.
You join anywhere else.
This
guy told me to do something. Yeah. All right, cool. You go to the Army though. The Army, the Air Force, they offer you hundreds of thousands of dollars to join. So if you have the aptitude to join somewhere else, I would 100% guarantee. If you want to travel the world, Marine Corps, Navy, yeah. And if that's like a slight chance. If you want to make some money and you want to actually get like a career, maybe I'd recommend the Army or the Air Force.
Air Force, they're more spoiled.
100%.
Yeah.
It's such a nice life. They have their own little apartments. They get fucking bonuses up the ass. They promote fast.
What causes that? Just cause they just for some reason
they're smart. You need I think the minimum is like a 70 on the ASVAB.
Yeah, no, it's 80.
80?
80.
Some.
What's the top score on that? 100?
99.
99. What is the ASVAB for people who don't know?
Basic math, reading, technical skills.
And before you get in the military, they make you take it, right?
Yeah.
Just evaluate you, see where you're at, and what type of field you can get into. What will be your strong suit? Say you're trying to do mechanics for planes, but your education level is not even fit to be in that
like
field.
How are you
gonna do that?
Yeah.
So that it's a placement test basically to see what type of job they can give you.
Yeah. And just like you said, what works best for you.
Yeah.
All right, dude. I think we're gonna wrap it up. I think we got closer to the 12 o'clock. I think you gotta call it a night. I gotta call it a night too. I really gotta call it a night. I'm fucking out, dude.
Yeah, we
you got 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
right? That's if you fucking pass out right now.
I've been late like the last 3 days too.
That's alright. I've been like back to back.
Yeah, dude. I woke up today and I was like, fuck.
They need so many bodies right now that no one's getting fired.
I know. I'm just like, whatever, dude. Whatever. Fire me, bro. Like, have fun. Luckily, they got all the summer people though. So
that don't even matter though.
we have too many patrols though. We got like how many we got going right now? How many do you guys have today?
4.
We did.
Mm-hmm. Hans,
me, you,
and fucking what's his nuts?
Ricardo.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, why I could have hopped in, but so technically we had 5, but there was nothing going on. It was pointless to have that many people.
What app are you guys on, or are you guys just on Robinhood?
For trading, yes, Robinhood.
What else you check out?
I use Thinkorswim for my analysis.
That's like your guys' main one for.
Oh, dude,
that's the only
That's the
one.
shit. Or what? Yeah.
That's the only one for
it's the
analysis.
only one, man.
I know. I still need to sign up, make an account, and all that.
Yeah, I was lazy too, and he kind of forced me into it. And then when I saw what I was looking for, I started digging and digging and digging. So I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I like Robinhood because the free. How did they get away with that? The free trading.
They actually make money off your.
They fuck you sometimes.
Yeah.
That's a whole different stuff.
Hey, we gotta get into this a little bit then. Yeah, what? How do they fuck you?
That's the easiest way to put it. They'll fuck you sometimes. When you sell something, it doesn't matter what the if you don't put a limit. If you don't put a limit sell, Robinhood sells it at whatever fucking price they want to sell it at. So we're like, oh,
I've seen
this
that.
person's asking 89 cents, but this person's asking 87. We'll sell it at 87, keep the 2-cent profit, and then we'll give it back to you at sold 87.
Yeah.
So they'll keep the profit, and technically they're not cheating it because you sold it at whatever the market price was at the time. And if they fudge the numbers and say it was at 87 at this point, what are you gonna say?
I was wondering how the fuck are they like. Obviously, they got the Robinhood Gold.
So essentially, the money that you don't use in your account, they have the ability to use the money. You're using the brokerage, so it's like going to a bank. That bank has privilege to use your money.
Yeah, they don't just have your money sitting there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're actually maneuvering it.
Out so.
Yeah, they're actually doing something. Same thing with any brokerage account you create. Is you're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
That's how they make their money.
Have you guys got any other types of investments? Like, I don't know, what are those CDs or those are like 401k?
I've looked into it. I looked into mostly the CD accounts, just because the percentage of getting paid is higher than having a savings account or just the 401k.
Yeah, it's just a longer term investment, right? You gotta just hold on to it for.
Well, there's credited accounts that give you a higher yield percentage the more money you put in. There's one that gives you about 5%, but you gotta put in like, I think it's like 50K or something like that. But it's 5% of your 50K.
Yeah.
You just can't touch it, so you gotta make sure you can live without it.
Yeah.
It's a give and take.
How long do you have to hold on to them for usually?
Yeah, depending how long you make a contract for.
It just depends.
USAA is really known for this. They like to do CD accounts. They start you off at 1,000 and they give you like a 10% return. That's for military though.
Okay.
So there's perks into that. So yeah. Other than that, I investing in the stock market is like probably doing your own due diligence is probably the best thing you can do.
Have you guys, either of you ever thought about like getting land or like anything like that?
Real estate?
Yeah.
It's like the number one business thing to do.
There's so many things I've thought about, but I just don't have the capital behind it.
Yeah. It's kind of obviously you have to have money to make money.
Exactly.
Kind of fucking number one rule.
Well, you just start off with the loan and then pay it off.
Yeah.
You live in it for a few years. You sell it, you make a profit. It's a give and take. Everything takes time. Same thing with the fast money. You see me blow some fucking crazy ass cash. You see me make some crazy ass cash.
I know, bro. Sometimes you scare me, bro. When you send me some of those numbers, I'm like, oh, bro, you make me nervous.
Just watching it.
Like when I saw the money I made off that $200, I was like, Jesus, bro.
Yeah,
like you can actually like make it. You can make some money.
No, just imagine the people that put more than that in there and just held it over.
Or like Workhorse, for example, when that flew up, when it just started.
When it flew up, my god! Don't even get me started.
Yeah,
that shit didn't stop. Shit ran and never
I was
stopped.
so mad. It's like it's gonna crash. So I was like,
crashed.
Okay.
It crashed for all of 30 minutes.
Dude, that thing was like.
I was so mad. Anyway, that was in the past.
I need to get off of that shit. I'm just gonna watch it on my watch list. That's it.
I'm gonna wait for
Just
it to
think
go
about
back $1. How's that? I'll buy it $1.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, like, if that thing goes above $4, I'm gonna buy.
You know what I kept fucking looking at is that tough built shit.
Fuck TBLT.
And it keeps going down. I just like, it looks pretty like,
Fuck
it's
TBLT.
gotta be coming back around. It's just like, nope. I'm like, damn.
Hey, that's how stocks are, man. Like those are
Yeah.
like stocks like that. They just move because they have something great happen for that day.
I really feel Workhorse is just like a 1 in a million stock. I guess not a normal stock. Normal stocks that do this, that go down and then reverse, are like 20, 30, 40, 50 up dollar stocks, not penny stocks. Penny stocks don't do this shit. Penny stocks are supposed to be sporadic. Workhorse has literally followed a consistent pattern for the past month and a half, I want to say. It's like, not normal.
It's not really a penny stock.
It's
a penny stock.
It's below $10. It's considered a penny stock.
Right now, the value that they're giving it's high. president pumped it, man.
Yeah.
And it's just so great.
You got the president in it. Like, that's a golden ticket, dude.
Shit, and if he's not president, it's like, well,
yeah, but he's still
might
the
be in
richest
it.
man right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude knows what he's doing.
The moment you see that he bought his shares into that company, it's over.
You see Trump's gonna be putting a lot of money today.
That's
you
over.
best believe.
He better be jumping in that shit quick, dude.
And then the crazy thing is, like, the thing that sucks about the market is that we're never gonna be the first one to find out the news. We're never gonna be the first.
Yeah, exactly. I know, that's what trips me out too.
That's what sucks
scary.
about it. When hands down, it comes down to like the private investors are essentially the ones that are like, hey man, like, we're about to hit a bad route. Just giving you guys a heads up, and then they get the heads up, and then it goes live.
Yeah.
And then we see the whole everything is fucking.
Yeah, we're already getting it when half the shit already has been going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd wish
People
you
be
could hop
making
in
their
at the
moves
bottom.
and shit already. Yeah.
You would wish you could hop in at the
Essentially,
bottom.
once it's really easy to catch on a pharmaceutical. So say you find out news that within 3 months a pharmaceutical has something coming up. Investors tend to invest within the 3-month time frame because for investors they have a different time frame. They can't just buy and sell. If they invest, like, they have a certain expiration date. We're like, okay, we can sell now. So investors essentially, when they see a potential in a stock like that, and just speaking from watching pharmaceuticals, like, they start investing like
It'll start going
3
up.
months, like in 3 months gap frame, they'll start throwing it, and then like if you go back on your time frame on any pharmaceutical that's gone up lately on news, like if you go back up 3 months, like you're gonna see at its lowest like 20 cents. All of a sudden, you just found out about the stock and it's at $2, and so you're like, oh well, there's some news coming up in another week or so. You start making all these crazy valuations. You're like, okay, well, 5 years ago it used to be like $6, so you're like, oh, I have this potential. But essentially, the ones that are making the money are the ones that already invested at 50 cents. They're the ones that are triggering that.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, before they don't even have to take the risk, really.
Exactly. They don't have to wager much, and it's like they start crashing. They have their own safety net. And it sucks, But eventually, once you have that money and you can get to that spot, you're gonna be part of that category. But that's later on in the future.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that sucks about the market is like you're gonna be behind, and then if you want to chase, go ahead.
What are some like basic terms for stock? Like what's a bull market? What's a bear market? Like, what? Oh, I don't even know that, to be honest. Like,
for real?
Yeah, for real. I mix them up like every time.
So bull is the green, bear is the red.
And is there any way to like remember it? To like for sure, just remember it. It's only 2 things, I guess, but
I mean,
I always mix them up.
Being bearish in something, just bearish. The definition of the word means just bad, unsettled. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, it just means that it's overall going down. And bullish for me, I just think of like a stampeding bull just running upward.
Okay. About to get the horns. Give me them horns, dude. Yeah. I want the horns.
And then sometimes it just trambles all over you and you miss him.
Oh man, it's like this thing called stock tweets. It's similar to like Twitter.
Yeah.
Except it's just for stocks. There's some foul things going on.
Really?
And it just makes your day when you're having a bad day.
When you're having a bad day, and you just feel like fucking shitting on somebody else's day, you go on there and there's people shitting on everybody's day. Always at least 2 to 3 people shitting on everybody's day.
Like, just clowning hard, man. Like, it's crazy.
Like what? What are they saying?
Oh, you thought this was gonna fly? Psych as fuck. They'll be posting TBLT has him now. She's never letting go. That one had me weak when I saw it.
And then you see like hopeful people. It's like, nah, freaking,
it's coming back. It's coming.
Like 3 years ago this year, y'all stupid.
Yeah, alright, bro.
Alrighty.
Yeah, let's keep it. Watch it drop.
That's them bag holders. That's what you don't want to bring.
I think I was telling him about. I was like, "Hey, bro, that looks like it might be like cheap." He's like, "I'm not. It's just gonna go to. It's new lows, bro." He's like, "Don't even touch that shit." I was like, "All right." Luckily, I didn't, bro, because since I told you about it, it dropped like what, almost 50%, probably.
Yeah,
because it was like $1 or something.
Yeah, it's like at 50 something.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
I told you, bro, that shit was wild.
Oh my god. I've done some fucking wild moves. I'm definitely the newbie in the group.
A deal's only a deal if it works out.
Just because it's $1 doesn't mean it's cheap.
Hey, that bitch can still go to 40 cents. It's still not gonna be cheap.
Fuck, man.
Nah, but you know, another guidance is never be FOMO. Fear of missing out.
Oh, I know. I've done that, dude. That's been my problem.
It's like if you miss out, you missed out. You know,
there's plenty of opportunities.
Every day there's something trending, something moving. You know.
Yeah.
Every day there's gonna be at least 2 to 3 that are like shooting at 100% out of nowhere just because they beat earnings. They made a contract deal. They, you know, all these categories that I can give you, they're all news based. You know.
They're workhorse.
Yeah, unless
Pumping
you're
Trumps.
workhorse.
Go up.
Unless you're a pumping Trump, then you're good, you know.
Yeah.
Damn, that'd be nice, you know. But freaking Trump just goes in there. It's like, oh, I think freaking TBLT is a good buy right now.
Out of here.
It goes down. It just.
It goes down even more fast.
They're like, nah, you're playing, bro. You're playing. Like that.
Oh no, Trump's getting this. Everybody's just pulling out.
Workhorse. Going to workhorse. Fuck that shit. Don't go into that tough build. That's a good one though. That's a good. Cause that's something I'm like still learning. You know, like let it go.
Almost so scary too, just because it's always present. You're always like, cause you never know with a lot of these stocks. It's always like, oh shit, it ran up 100%. Shit, it's at 120. Shit, it's at 140. Shit, it's gonna keep going.
You see it at 20%. You see the volatility. You see how it's moving. You're like, okay, and then there's some indicators that tell you like, boom, it hit the peak of the day. So it starts coming down. You're like, oh, you know, it's done, whatever. And then you're just like, well, you know, it has to. A stock usually has a reversal unless it's like a little pump and dump. Then you know it's gonna bleed out.
Yeah.
But usually they have a tendency where they average out for a period amount of time. So you're like, you average out. You're like, oh, 5% here. It's like, nah, it's not worth it to wager that much. It's too high, or whatever. All of a sudden, boom, you just missed your chance. And it starts flying.
Yeah, exactly.
So if it went from 20 to 40, from 40 to 60, and it stops right there, you're like, all right, it's gonna come back down just a little bit. I'm gonna buy the dip. You're like, all right, and you see the dip, and you're like, you don't like the price. You're like, damn. I was like, damn, 45% where it's at right now. It's like, I think it could drop a little bit more. I think it could drop like 3 more pennies, and boom, it's gone again, up 100%. And next thing you're just sitting dug on the computer. You wasted your time watching one stock. And you're like, that could have been me right there, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And you get bummed out for the day, you know. So FOMO's gonna be there whether you're in it or whether you're out of it. It doesn't matter if you're sitting out of it or you're just watching it. FOMO.
Yeah. Well, yeah, enough from experience. You told me about a couple of stocks and I get in that motherfucker super late. Like, bro, what'd you get in there at? I don't know, bro. You're like, what the fuck?
I talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's half the time. Like, I don't even want to tell you. Yeah.
I was like, damn. I was like, no, you did.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I did. I was like, oh, bro. I was like, oh, well, it happens. It just happens, you know. Just because something follows a pattern doesn't mean it has to stay in the pattern, you know. But patterns gives us that educated guess, you know, to be like, okay, you know, we're kind of on the safe route. And
Yeah, exactly.
all of a sudden, you just see a big old drop and you just jaw drop. As soon as you go in, it's just, whoop, you're just like, what the fuck?
Alright, maybe we can do a part 2 some other time, but it's time for you to go to bed.
Alright, bro. I appreciate it. It's the end of it, man. End of the 11th episode. Angelo needs to go to bed. I'm staying up, bro. I don't go to sleep. Nah, I'm lying. I'm fucking lying. I'm going